Hello mga AniCosCom friends! This is my AniCosCom Live! And in this episode, we're going to talk about anime conventions here in the Philippines. Which one is better to attend? Is it a free or a paid ticket? Yan ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon dito sa episode na ito. So, sasagutin natin yan when we jump within the discussion. Pag-uusapan muna natin ang mga pros and cons ng isang anime con dito, whether it's a free or a paid one. So, let's talk about the free admission anime cons first. So, ever since after the pandemic, dito na dumami ang mga free admission anime cons dito. At ginaganap sila bawat weekends. So, ano nga ba mga pros at cons ng isang free anime convention event? Una sa lahat ay ang larger attendance. Marami ang mga taong dadagsa dito sa mga free admission events na ito. Especially kung ito ay nasa mga activity centers ng mga malls. And mostly community-friendly. It encourages casual fans, newcomers, and families to join, strengthening the fan community. And the third pro of an anime con, which is a free admission, is that it is good for sponsors and vendors. A bigger crowd means more exposure and potential customers for exhibitors. And the free entrance phrase has become a marketing term for organizers to post it on their social media platforms like Facebook. So yun nga, ever since the pandemic at dahil sa isang certain anime convention na nag-overcrowded dahil nag-oversell daw ng tickets. So dito, I think, in my opinion, nagsilabasan ang mga free admission anime events. At dito na sila nauso. Sometimes they come in a series or even they are usually occurring talaga every single weekend of the month. I-expect ko nga na at the present, every weekend there's an anime event which is a free admission. So yun nga, mandami nga mga cosplayer na pupuntahan and also yung mga photographers din. Pero habang gumarami ang mga free admission events, alam mo na, ang daming mga tinatawag na cosplay community issues. Pero pag-uusapan natin yan sa ibang topic. And so, let's talk about the cons of having a free admission anime convention. So, hindi talaga may iwasan ang overcrowding sa mismong venue. Ika nga, free events can get uncomfortably packed, leading to long lines, safety issues, and crowd control problems. Another thing is the low budget quality. Some organizers do really from the income or sales from their exhibitors and guests, minus the tickets. To mention, some organizers of these free admission events may struggle to afford better venues, guests, or stage setups. Ayun nga, dahil overcrowded lagi ang activity centers, kaya merong mga anime cons na ganito every weekends. There's also less attendee commitment. So then, some attendees may just wander in and out, making it harder or to maintain engagement. Ayun, so yung nga, dahil nga free admission events nga, well, it says that it makes harder or to maintain engagement. So what does that even mean na hard to maintain? It means na kulang sila sa security. Yun yung number one, kulang sa security. So prone dito ang mga nakawan ng mga cellphone o kaya mga gamit na iniiwan lang basta sa isang lugar na unattended. So kung free admission event talaga, dapat you have to keep eye on your valuables. At hindi lang basta iniiwan somewhere na hindi madaling makita. Pero I'm just telling you that you must always secure your belongings before you go out and take selfies or whatever with cosplayers that you're engaging with. And finally, there's a limited control or security. And it is harder to track attendance or to restrict unruly behavior due to open access. And then as usual guys, remember that cosplay will be always and always not be a consent. Yeah, that's always a, the interaction etiquette na sinasabi. So yun nga guys, dapat observe tayo sa tinatawag na cosplayer interaction etiquette. Alam niyo na yun, yung cosplay is not consent. Minsan di talaga may iwasan yung harassment, especially on a free event. May mga instances na na-harass ng cosplayer or may isang idol or performer na sinostalk out of nowhere. So hindi may iwasan yan. I think some of the organizers of these free events aren't aware of these issues, but I hope they will be aware of this issue. Ayan, so that's it for the pros and the cons of an anime convention, which is of free admission. So let's talk about the paid admission anime cons. So what are the pros and cons of a paid anime convention? So let's talk first about its pros. Basically, ticket sales can allow organizers to save and fund for bigger venues, celebrity guests, workshops, and even professional lighting and sound equipment. Also, there's a controlled attendance, and paid entry can ensure a manageable crowd, improving safety and security and overall experience. So yun nga, unlike free anime convention events, yung mga paid anime events, they usually have a manageable crowd, improving safety, security, and overall experience. So, makokontrol dito. Kumbaga, may tinatawag na crowd control. Usually, may mga tinatawag na designated na rest areas or yung kung saan na pwede kang magpahinga kapag pagod ka ng maglakad-lakad kung saan-saan. And then, there are areas na bawal ka talaga tumambay kapag paid anime convention events. So, if there are times na pagod ka, you have to go somewhere, ganyan. Then, dapat, ano ba sasabihin ko? Hindi lang yung sasabihin ko, pero basta huwag kayong tumambay from somewhere or else baka mamamser, bawal po kayo dyan in no time. So, another pro here is there will be a more committed audience who would wish to enter inside a paid anime convention event. And paying attendees are usually genuine fans who stay longer and participate more actively. And finally, paid anime convention events can able to sustain the organizers and to make their event grow every year through means of their reliable income streams. So then, saan ba kumukuha ng pera ang mga organizers ng mga paid anime convention events like Cosplay PH? So, kumukuha sila ng mga earnings nila through their ticket sales. And mostly, dun sa mga booths and exhibitors na nirarentahan nila dun sa hall. So, what does this even mean? Kung kumikita si organizer ng pera, they're gonna use those earnings in order to organize another event in which can be bigger and better. So, ang tanong dito, bakit nagkakaroon ng price increase ang isang paid anime convention event? Una sa lahat, yung mga guests. And also, ang pangalawang factor dito is yung increasing price ng venue na nirarentahan nila or yung venue na kung saan ginaganap ang events. At pangatlo, mostly yung mga tinatawag na royalties. And so, let's talk about its cons. In paid anime convention events, there will be smaller attendance. Some fans or even attendees, especially students, may skip it due to its higher ticket cost. Karamihan sa mga kabataan ngayon, nagdadaing din sila sa mga expensive tsaka yung mga matataas ang ticket prices. So, ito lang masasabi ko about ticket prices. Una sa lahat, like I said, yung mga guest artists natin na kinukuha ng event organizer overseas, yung mga guest cosplayers, tsaka yung increasing prices ng venue na kung saan nila hino-host yung event. Those are the factors why a ticket price of an event is soaring high. Kung yung past times na medyo mura-mura pa yung ticket dahil mura pa kumuha ng mga guest artists. Pero ngayon, as of present, mas mataas na ngayon. Kumbaga, triple na yung presyo niya compared from the previous years. Yun nga, dahil nagmahal yung mga commodities, yung mga sponsors na kinukuha nila, mga guests, everything price increase, you know. So those, pataas din yung ticket price ng isang paid anime convention event. So yan ang kasagutan ko sa mga nagtatanong kung bakit ang tataas ng ticket prices. Yung nga, kung if you're able to play it back, then that's the answer to your questions. Some people do have higher expectations, and they always think that a higher ticket price do really mean a good anime convention with a lot of special guests and other exciting surprises. Another con is that organizers will have an increased pressure on their followers who follow their updates regarding with their series of events. It does imply that if organizers have failed to meet expectations from their attendees, it can only lead to public criticism online. And so another thing is that if there's an anime convention nearby which is a free admission, people will choose to attend there instead. But then it will still depend on who are the guests that they are looking forward to. In some situations, meron isang random free admission event na ginaganap somewhere. Like for example, kung mayroong isang paid anime convention event na ginaganap sa SMX Convention Center, and then nagkaroon ng isang free admission event somewhere like sa Ayala Malls, Manila Bay. Kung may free admission event, the people will choose to attend the free admission event rather than the paid anime convention event. But then, it will still depend on the guests there. Kung medyo maganda yung lineup ng mga guests do sa free admission events, then they will go there. But then, it still depends. So then, I have encountered this another type of anime convention in which I may have attended before. Apart from being a free or a paid anime convention, there's also a hybrid model type of anime convention. Besides it's a free admission, there are parts of the anime convention in which it can be only accessed by purchasing their special passes in order to get some meet and greet sessions with a special guest. And this hybrid setup attracts both casual fans and serious attendees, helping to sustain both the community and financial health of the event. So what does that even mean? May na-encounter na ba akong isang free admission event pero hybrid setting? Kumbaga, free admission event sa ibang parts ng isang venue, pero yung ibang parts nun is paid. Kumbaga, na-encounter ko na itong setup before last year. I think that's HobbyCon, where you will have to pay a certain amount in order to secure a slot for a meet and greet. So yun yung isang example ng isang hybrid anime convention events. It can be either a paid or a free. So kung gusto mo, if you don't want to pay anything, then just tumambay ka na lang doon sa area na kung saan free admission. Pero kung gusto mo ng mga premium na meet and greet, then you have to pay a certain amount. Like, bumili ka ng isang item sa mga booths or exhibitors ng minimum amount, then you can secure a meet and greet slot. Yun ang example. Na-encounter ko na yung hybrid type na anime convention before. So then, we are going back into this question in which it can lead into a debate. So, guys, which one is the better? Is it a free or a paid anime convention event? The answer can be a neither. It will always depend on what its goal and who it's for. So then let's have a comparison, guys, to see which one is better. So free admission anime conventions is better because it can attract newcomers, students, or even casual fans who might not pay otherwise. And it allows them to build a friendly and open atmosphere where anyone can join. And mostly, it is great for local malls, schools, or even city-sponsored mini-cons that focus not just for anime cosplay hobbies, but on community building and bonding. So, ang advantage lang talaga ng free admission events talaga is in order to meet some new friends along the way. Kung gusto mong makipag-friend sa mga cosplayer or mga idol or performer, then okay lang naman din. So, isa din sa mga advantages yan para ma-expand din yung network of friends mo within the cosplay community. So then, it is ideal for small community events, mall-based minicons, student-organized conventions, or promotional festivals. However, free anime conventions often have limited budgets, smaller stages, and can suffer from overcrowding or weak management if not well planned. And paid admission is better because ticket sales help the organizers to save even more and to fund for better venues, lighting and sound equipment, and some guest appearances. Like for example, Japanese voice actors and artists, cosplayers from overseas, or even other big-time celebrities within the anime and cosplay industry. Crowd control is easier and attendees are more respectful and engaged. And the event mostly can reinvest profits to grow bigger each year. Paid anime convention events do usually have premium stage activities like the jam concert in Cosplay PH events for people to enjoy a lot more than a usual free admission event. However, paid anime cons may exclude some fans who can't afford tickets and expectations for quality are much higher. So, ang pinagkaiba lang talaga ng mga paid anime convention events sa mga free admission events is that yung line-up ng mga free admission events is somehow puro mga local. Tapos, bira lang o konti lang sa mga international guests natin. Yun sa mga free events. Pero mostly mga local yan. While yung mga nasa paid anime convention events usually have premium features. Kumbaga, yung mga premium na yan, mga galing overseas, yung mga overseas cosplayers natin, and then yung mga guest artists natin sa ibang bansa, especially from Japan. Yan, mga premium artists yan. Yun ang isang paid anime convention event. So, yun ang pinagkaiba lang talaga ng dalawa. Kumbaga, yung free admission events is always free, and then yung mga paid anime convention are considered premium. Remember the word premium. So, keeping yourself to debate which one is the better. So, is it the free or the paid one? Then, let's talk about this. Some organizers of free and paid anime conventions may thought of making an event which can be a hybrid type, where there's free entrance for exhibits, booths, shops, and artist alleys, and there's a separate paid entrance for exclusive access, like guest meet and greets, workshops, or even mini concerts or fan meetings. And this type of hybrid anime convention can balance accessibility and quality, keeping both the community and the organizers happy. So it's often the most sustainable approach in the long run. So who knows that this hybrid anime convention event can be thought up by some organizers in the near future? Who knows? So ito lang masasabi ko, guys. So kung atin kayo, whether a free or paid anime convention event, it's up to you. So you just have to attend responsibly. So, kumbaga parang nag-attend kasi isang social event, gumagastos ka rin. Of course, if you're gonna attend, you have to just be responsible on what you do. Because if you compromise somebody, then it's also the time that you are also compromising yourself. Remember that? And that's it, and you know it. At least you got some insights regarding free and paid anime conventions in the Philippines. So then, thank you for listening and watching this episode. And remember to like, follow, and subscribe to both of my Facebook page and to my YouTube channel. Just search Inori Donz on both Facebook and YouTube. And that's it for this episode of my AniCosCom Live. I'm your host, Inori Donz, and we'll see each other on the next episode. Have a good day. Don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe.